Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we're looking at another item added in patch 6.3 related to the brand new trial. We'll try not to spoil things as much as possible, but of course, obviously there's going to be some information here that you don't want to know. So I'll give you time to turn off if that's the case. And I think that should be plenty of time. I don't think we need to censor the thumbnail too much as long as we don't actually mention the trial's name, because I don't think the item really gives any indication of what the trial is, but you might disagree. If there's enough people disagreeing in the comments, I'll change the thumbnail, but it's fairly nondescript in my opinion. People are going to go, what is that? And the only people who'll know what it is probably will be the people who have done the trial. I'd hope. Anyway, so this is the Infernal Archfiend Cloak. This is a wall housing item, wall placeable, and this is a blacksmith, master blacksmith 10 recipe, as you can see, for 3-star level 90 blacksmiths, and it requires one of the Pearl of Flames, which of course is from the trial on extreme difficulty itself, combined with 4 of the limonite ingots, 2 rutilated quartz, as well as 3 fire and 3 earth clusters. Of course, we need a recommended craftsmanship of 3700 here, as per usual. So this is what the item then looks like. It says, smoldering with arcane power, this dark tapestry is perpetually warm to the touch. I'm very glad that they didn't mention the name of it, of the trial in the item actually as well. It says 1 per estate only. So you can only place 1 of these items in your entire estate. So if you get the idea of putting multiple, I'm afraid that's not going to happen. We've got a nice blank wall partition behind us, and this is what it looks like. I think most people will agree that is absolutely fantastic. The sheer scale of this thing especially is what stands out to me, especially in comparison to some of the other trial-related wall mountable furnishings we've had before, such as Titania and Innocence. Those things are quite small in retrospect in comparison to this. It kind of looks like Ixion's horn, doesn't it? Sideways, but this is of course a wing. And yeah, I'm fairly confident that people are going to look at this and not know what it is unless they've done a trial, so we should be fine showing this, I think. So as you can see, there is a certain amount of visual effects going on. We also have an ambience track sound that I'll just let you absorb yourself. Here you go. That's what that sounds like. Sort of like a glowing, sort of almost etherical, magical sort of thing going on there, which is quite nice addition. Although some people don't like that when they add sound effects to housing items, because obviously that's going to change how things are perceived in a room depending on what you're going to use the room for. There is a certain amount of 3D-ness to it. As you can see, the spell effects are multi-layered, so we've got a particle effect coming off here, as well as a texture-based effect, and of course the wing itself is literally a 3D wing plastered onto a board, which has this really nice sort of fiery, sort of flame-reefed background, and we've got these little rivets in a steel surround as well. Of course, this is not a dyeable item. That should come as no surprise, but it is a very beautiful item, even from a fair distance away. I think most people will agree that does stand out. One of my biggest complaints with these items, as I say, is that usually the scale of them is a little bit off, especially for large properties. So this is very nice to see, but it's a decent size. Anyway, what do you think about this one? Have you done the trial yet? What are your thoughts on the extreme? Is it as difficult as you expected? I personally have yet to actually do the extreme difficulty. I will be hopefully doing that in a coming week with my static, as people try to catch up with all the storyline and stuff, considering they have jobs to go to and things in real life. So hopefully we get to do that next week. But yeah, I think this is fantastic. More like this on at least the same scale. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.